we previously talked about it, but tell me again, very interesting story of why your identity as the chief was revealed when, for years in the British intelligence, it was kept secret.
Well, up until 1993, there was no statutory legal framework for the existence of MI6, the Secret Intelligence Service. And the position officially, legally was, I mean, despite the fact, of course, everybody knew about it, was that the organization was not officially avowed. Mm-hmm. So there was no official recognition of the organization's existence. Now, this was a wonderful sort of fiction, which meant the offices of MI6 were not overrun by lawyers, for example. You know, and that strange arrangement, which could only have existed in the UK, existed from the foundation of the service in 1909 to the change in legislation in 1993. And then the service was put on a statutory footing. But if, for example, pre-93, the Prime Minister was asked a question about the activities of SIS, he could stand up in Parliament and say it's not the custom of Her Majesty's government to comment on such matters. Full stop. However, I mean, I think the feeling was, particularly amongst people in the service, that in a modern democracy, you couldn't really continue with this situation. So there was legislation which placed the service on a statutory footing. But with legislation came a parliamentary oversight committee, and you know all about oversight committees in the United States, and you know, phalanxes of lawyers and a completely changed legal context. I mean, the reason for the legislation was not just sort of modernization. It was an issue of what's called extraterritoriality. Because what happened was that the government realized that if a case was brought in a British court or in any British jurisdiction against a member of the service, and as the law, as it were, became more complicated, the members of the service would not actually be legally protected in the way that they should have been. So, I mean, there were technical jurisprudence reasons as to why it changed. But, I mean, I think people of my generation, and I mean, bear in mind my career started in 1966, look back with a certain nostalgia on this period of innocence, in inverted commas.